Hello, welcome to another episode. I'm Zaben, and I'm here today to actually discuss something that took place with me yesterday. And out of that, I received a beautiful mantra to say as I was meditating, and I will tell you what actually happened after that. So yesterday was a very unexpected day. I had woken up in a really good place, in a really good space. I was heading to my art class. It's something that I enjoy to do. As you all know, want to get better at drawing faces and having the courage to actually paint more faces instead of here, I don't know if you could see like my kind of artwork. There you go. Is more surreal, and sometimes I get images to draw faces, and yet my fear of drawing them makes me panic. And so that's why I'm taking art classes. I just wanted to share with you. So interestingly enough, yesterday as I woke up and I was I dropped the kids off to school, and and it snowed out of nowhere. It's supposed to be like April and summery here, which put a damper on me because I was like, oh, finally the grass came, and now the grass is gone. But it's all actually melted today. So anyway, it was a snowstorm, dropped the kids off, was heading to my art class, and then I got a phone call. And during that phone call, I was in a traumatized, shocked kind of state because I couldn't believe what I was hearing, and it didn't make sense to me, and I was really hurt, like immensely hurt by the way that I was spoken to and rejected from expressing myself, and I wasn't even allowed to understand. And so all of a sudden my day shifted completely, like the same way there was a snowstorm here in the middle of April. My day actually took that weird, like, whoa! And I was like, oh, I couldn't make it to the art class. I just sat in the car outside of the art class thinking, I don't know what just happened. I don't understand what is happening. And always when these things occur to me, I know that there's a deeper healing that's about to show for me. There's something that's there's an old version of me that I haven't seen yet that is being triggered from the outside world to wake up to, right? And I'm sure you all understand this and you're going through this. However, I just need to explain that is sort of what really takes place, is the knowing that I'm being triggered from the outside world to release and heal something internally that has allowed that person to trigger within me. So as I sat in the car and I was all stressing out, and I'm like, oh, I need to go to the art class. And I was like, but I can't, I simply can't go. I need to go and feel what I'm feeling. I'm in immense pain and shock and surprise. And it was just really, really a horrible place that I hadn't felt in a while. Even during all this awakenings, it was from someone so dear to me that I felt so betrayed, right? And humiliated and unloved and uncared about. So I rushed back home, and then I couldn't sit in the house. And then I took the car and went and sat in the middle of the snowstorm, right in front of this beautiful river that I love to go to because I'm in love with water. And I just sat there and I went through it all and saw my pain and understood my pain. And so the whole day, everything went to hell. I canceled all appointments. I couldn't. I was so locked in my head and in my pain. And then later on during the day, I just kept revisiting that conversation, sending voice messages to myself to hear my pain and hear what I'm saying, write as if I'm writing to that person what I really think and feel and expressing. None of that did I get in touch with the person. This was all for me to feel me through it. So fast forward, picked up my girls, brought them back home. Seeing them lifted the darkness I was in, and that put them to bed. And I decided, okay, this pain is really intense, and I don't want to feel this way, and I don't want to ignore it, because it's shown up for me to actually sit with it and embrace it and love it and understand it, so that it can actually be released. So I sat, and right there as I was sitting, and I was like, dear God, help me understand and heal this pain, transform it for me, bring into light what is the trauma, what is the trigger, and then release it for me. Immediately I got this mantra to say, right? Because as you know, we're shifting identities right now, right? We're shifting who we were to who we will be. Right, so that we're like in this in-between space right now, which feels like a struggle in a sense, right? And I've made 2 videos about that, and I'll put them here on the link and at the end of the video, so that you can go back and take a look at this identity and what's actually happening, which I know a lot of you are going through, and that could clarify it for you. So watch that after this video. And this is what came to me. I bring life into the new me that is emerging, and I say goodbye to the old me that is leaving. So how it showed up is, as I breathed in, I was to say, I bring life into the new me that is emerging. So I'm breathing the new me into life, because breath is life, right? Breathing. I bring life into the new me that is emerging. That's what I did when I was breathing in. And then as I breathed out, I also said, I bring life into the new me that is emerging. The same one exactly, right? So I said them because as I blew out through my nose and thought of the same mantra, I visualized that my world was also changing into the emergence of my new self. So it's not only the internal, my internal and my external reality are shifting, right, into this new emerging self that I am. Now, let me tell you how beautiful doing that felt. Like, it was just amazing. I lost touch with everything, and I didn't know, my brain kept trying to say, well, who's that new person that's emerging? I'm like, it doesn't matter. This is the surprise. I'm cool with that. And I did that, let's say, for 5 minutes. And after that, what came to mind was the second mantra I shared with you. And then I started to bid farewell, because I felt that my mind was panicky and I needed to relax that version of me. And I told my mind, and the old version of me that wants to leave, right? I'm the one holding on, scared, but that old version wants to leave. So I said, and I say goodbye to the old me that is leaving, right? And then it shifted to, every time I breathed in, I said, I bring life into the new me that is emerging. And I breathe out and I say goodbye to the old me that is leaving, right? And I kept doing that, and it went on for at least half an hour, let's say. Well, you don't have to do it for that long. It's just, I truly enjoy meditating. So it went on for half an hour, and after that, I just sat in a peaceful place after that, just experiencing the emerging of my new self, as the trauma that I had experienced that same day in the morning was unraveling, and it was allowed to exist. And for me to say, and I say goodbye to you, because I cannot be that person anymore. It was as if the old me was feeling that same trauma that I had never released internally through that, because of that conversation. And I was ready and willing and open to receive the new me that is starting to emerge. And I declared that no more can I accept to be shamed or treated this way by anyone anymore. The trauma was so intensely deep that it was, after saying that, I'm like, there is a new me emerging, and my new me cannot accept that anymore. And it was so clear for me. It was like, how did I accept all this my whole life? And I was like, that's very interesting, especially coming from somebody I adore and love deeply. But I had accepted it because it was like, oh, but I adore and love this person. So it's okay if I'm spoken to this way, I'm treated this way, I'm not seen, I'm not heard, I'm not appreciated, I am shamed for who I am. Because that's how deep my love is. However, these are two separate. I could still love this person, but I could also love me, right? And the new emerging me cannot accept anymore being treated in a way that is unlovable, right? It cannot, or disrespectful, right? And so I wanted to offer you this amazing tool that came to me so that you can use it to help you with this great shift of changing changing your identity. Even if you don't know what you're stepping into or the new version of you that's showing up, all you can do is whatever that new version of me that's emerging, I breathe it into life. You're bringing life into the version of you that is emerging. You don't have to know who that is, what that looks like. All you're saying is you're breathing life into it. Therefore, you're accepting it. You're not in resistance to it and still holding on to the old identity. You're accepting and breathing life into it. It really shifts a lot of things internally, right? It shed a lot of things internally for me, okay? And I suggest that you use this mantra, and I really, really encourage you to just trust that the new version of you, the true essence of you that is showing up, you're going to have so much more love for yourself when you allow that version of you to show up for you. Because you're going to have your own back, you're going to respect yourself, and you're not going to accept anything less than how you feel that you deserve to be treated, right? Because now you have a new respect for yourself, and that's the new emerging personality. It's going to look in different forms. And so I hope this was helpful and insightful. I really, really wanted to share this with you. And another note, if you see me in my black sweaters, because I've got so many, and black shirts and black sweaters, it's just been dawning on me. I'm in a space of extreme comfort in the color black, that even when I go and I'm like, okay, for this video, I'm going to wear like pink, I just end up taking it off, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go with what feels really right for me right now. So when I meditate and understand why the color black is something that I desire to wear right now so often and consistently, I will share that with you. And if you have any insights, please share them with me. We're all in the same collective energy, and everything that is shared is of great value to me and to everybody else. All right. I hope you enjoyed this. Take care of yourselves. Don't forget to subscribe, hit like, share, leave your comments, and I'll see you on the next episode. Bye.